Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. So we are audible. We will wait for 2 minutes and then we will start. Hello guys. I hope I am audible. If I'm audible, just write yes in the chat so that I can get confirmation over this. Am I audible? We will just wait for 2-3 minutes so that everyone can join and then we will start. Okay, how many of you are from engineering background? Everyone is from engineering background or some people are from a BC, MC as well? I'm from engineering. Okay. Yes, 16 people have joined. Just we will wait for some time, at least 1 or 2 minutes, so that everyone can join. Otherwise, I need to repeat the same thing again and again. So I hope everyone has given the test, right? How many people are there who think that okay, I am going to get clear this exam? They think means they are confident that they have gave the exam so nicely or they solved both the coding problems. How many people are there who solved both the coding questions? Harshot, Ramnok, 16 people have joined. 18. Okay, we will start at 10 to wait for some time. Everyone solved two questions. How many solved one question? At least one coding problem. How many solved? How many people are here? Am I audible, guys? Sir, result again. Yes, yes, Rana. I'm just waiting for 2 minutes so that everyone can join. Otherwise, I need to repeat the same thing again and again. Let me confirm if I'm audible. Let me confirm if I'm audible. Yeah. So you're audible. Okay. Sairam says he solved one coding question. Apart from this, anyone else? Anyone who solved at least one coding question. Okay, Karan Rana. Apart from everyone not able to solve even a single coding question, I'm not able to solve any coding question. Just with Singh. Okay, he was unable to solve the coding problem. Okay, no issues. See, today we will discuss. You know what I am planning is first of all we will discuss when the result will be declared. It's means that is the one thing that everyone came over here. Then we will discuss what are the preparations we need to do because you know that there are some people who are confident that they will clear this exam. That is the reason why I also prepared the slides for you. Means what precautions you need to take while preparing for exam. But before that, we will see when the results will be declared. Vaibhav says, out of 7, 5 tests. Okay, sir. Okay, good. Okay. For easy one, the compile. Yes, yes, Shamnu. That is a big problem of TCS. You know, compiler always doesn't support us. I know this because at a time whole India is giving the test, so this basically leads to the big server issues for TCS, and even TCS needs to handle this. Okay. Should we start? Everyone ready? Just write yes in the chat so that I can proceed. Everyone is ready? Give any interview preparation video. Yes, yes. I have already made every see. If you go to my channel, I have made playlist for freshers for all the companies. If you're aiming for any company like TCS is there, Infosys is there, Wipro is there. If you're preparing for this company, I have already made a playlist for this. How to explain your project, how to deliver the answers, what are the mistakes that we need to avoid, how to give online offline interview. So I have already made this. And if you're specially preparing for TCS interviews, I have made in detail videos. What are the subjects you need to prepare for in Ninja? What are the subjects you need to prepare for digital prime? Everything I have prepared. Even if you join TCS, how to upgrade your profile from Ninja to digital and digital to. Okay. So let's start. So nearly 25-30 people are there. So I will first introduce myself and then I will tell when the results will declare. So basically, I am Pramod Bhosle. I am 2022 pass out from Shivaji University. I got selected for TCS Digital, and then I got converted. I gave one exam and got promoted to TCS Innovator profile. It's been 3 years I'm working in TCS, and I have also cleared the GATE exam 2023 with all India rank 1009, and I have also solved more than 540 problems on Leetcode. Okay. So, see, talking about the results of TCS, what I did is I basically spoke to people, students who are in colleges. I spoke to the students of my colleges and some of the colleges from my locality as well. So, what the announcement is came to their TPO is the results will be declared from the range of 15th May till 12th June. Okay, 15th May to 12th June. This is the range we have got. But let me tell you one thing clearly, and most of the people do have lots of misconception that if, let's suppose, Jasprit is there and Jasprit got the result on 15th of May. Now what other people say, oh, Jasprit got the result on 15th May, why I didn't get the result on 15th May? No, let me tell you one thing clearly, and this is applicable for two things. One is for TCS result and also for TCS interview call, right? Always remember, TCS results and interview schedules happen based on some factors. Number one, your region. Number two, in which cycle you gave the exam, because the exam was conducted from 12th March, right? Not all the people gave exam on 12th March. From someone gave a 12th March and someone gave another date as well. So your results will be declared on the basis of phases, on the which phase you gave the exam, region, in which region you come, and also in the starting letter, that's the alphabetical order of the college. So these are the three things that matter during a time of result declaration. This will also be applicable for you during a time of interview schedule. Let's suppose Jasprit got the interview schedule for 20th June. So don't say Jasprit got the interview on 20th June. I haven't got the interview schedule. No. Again, it will come depending upon your region wise, depending upon your phases, on the phase which give you the cycle. And see, whenever the interviews are taking place, some panels are assigned, right? So these panels will decide when to take which interview or not. So it is not necessary that all the people will give exam all whole day, right? So always remember, from the May 15th to 12th June. This is the period you will be getting the result. But again, don't say that some people has got the result and I haven't got the result. It comes region wise, phase wise, college alphabetical wise. Sir, how result declare email? Yes, yes. See, you will get the email, and in your email there will be some a PDF of your aptitude section and coding section, and you can also go and check on Next Step portal as well. See, until and unless you don't join the TCS, Next Step portal will be your the first point to check every single detail. Okay, first point, always go and check Next Step portal. Even during when you will receive the joining letter, all the documents will be uploaded on Next Step portals. All the instruction will be present on the Next Step portal. Any other questions? Sai Sandeep, the range is from 12th May to 15th, sorry, 12th June. This will be the range. But again, it will be a phases wise, right? It will be a phases wise. Those who get early interview get, no. Vaibhav Shikla, see, again, the joining depends upon two factors. Number one, once you get clear your interview, when you get selected for TCS, there will be some explore programs that will be allocated to you. Okay, and you need to complete 80% of the explore programs. Again, you have the options like Java, Python, and some other options. You have to complete 80% of these courses. Second, depending upon the business requirement. Now, why the joining depends upon the business requirement? See, the business requirements, because let's suppose there are already some people in TCS who are sitting on a bench and they should get the project. Now again, let's suppose 100 people are sitting on a bench and again you will get onboarded. So again 100 people are coming, now 200 people are on the bench. So that is the reason why to fill the, there should not be so many people sitting on a bench, right? That is the reason why, until and unless the people sitting on a bench they don't get project, depending upon the vacancies and the requirement. And the most important nowadays happening, nowadays cost cutting is taking too much. So again, joining might be 1 or 2 months here and there. I saw second questions with 6 test case, 1 case, 0 test case. Is there any chances to get a mail? Shravana, see, it depends upon the criteria, means what other people have done. Let's suppose there are some people who have solved both and their aptitude also is good. Then it depends upon the other people's criteria as well, right? But what I suggest is, whenever you are giving any test of any company, no matter which company it is, always try to solve both the coding questions. Always try to solve. And see, I'm telling you, prepare array questions, string questions, and mathematical questions really well. These three topics, just make three topics really good. For service based companies, they are highly focused on these three topics. I passed both the public test case of both questions. Will they help me to get shortlisted? Just with only your public test cases, then I don't think so it will help. But again, don't lose hope because it totally depends upon your aptitude scores as well. Both the scores will be calculated, but while getting your results, it will be getting two separate things, right? You will be getting separate results for aptitude and the separate results for coding. But while calculating, combined results will be taken. But see, I always see, don't, even if you get selected in one company, prepare well. Aptitude and DSA. Without these two subjects, you don't have any options to select for interview. See, and nowadays market is so complicated. Earlier 10 people used to get hired, but nowadays only 3 people are getting hired for that position. So prepare very well. I selected for prime interview. I got Ninja. Reason is no project, no matter what you do projects are yes, exactly. No results, putting the results on your project is really why, why, because when you mention the results on your project, it mainly indicates whatever the knowledge you have, you are trying to implement it on real life applications. That is the reason why always have two projects, not more than two projects are sufficient. See, onboarding depends upon the requirement. Amis, we cannot say that. Let's suppose 10,000 people got selected. So it is not necessary that all the 10,000 people should get onboarded. What if there is no vacancy in the project? What if there is no any budget? Important coding question for interview and resume making video. Harshali, I have already made a playlist for DSA questions. Okay, for TCS Digital, DCS Test NQT. Even I'm going to upload remaining coding questions as well because of office work and all. I'm not getting enough time. And for resume making, I have also made a video on it, detailed video how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, how to make a ATS friendly resume. I have already made a videos on it, Harshali. Somnath, if you haven't solved any of the coding questions, then the possibility is bit less because both the sections are considered separately. So that is the reason why I'm telling prepare aptitude and DSA very well. I know there are so many people who don't like DSA, but at least prepare array, string, and mathematical questions really well. This will help you a lot for all the companies, for service-based companies. Will the domain be joined randomly or no, Nasib? It will be selected by your RMG. So RMG is a kind of a person who will look after you. Okay. Once you join TCS, you have to report to that person until unless you don't get the project. So that person will decide how many people should be in this domain, how many people should be in this domain. So we don't get any choice. Cutoff is based on batches. No, it I guess it totally depends upon the entire all the exams, because if you try to set the cutoff depending upon the batches, then what will happen? For one batch cutoff will be less, one for one batch cutoff will be more. So it would be unfair for the students, right? Shamnuk, I will tell you. See, before you apply, ask yourself, are you ready for the interview? Reason, do you know why I'm telling you this? Because let's suppose if in case tomorrow you got the opportunity, okay, Shamnuk, I will be giving you a test link. Please do this test. If you clear, you will get selected for interview. So tomorrow you got the opportunity, but the point is you are not ready. So what will happen? Your opportunity is wasted. So I will tell you, aptitude, DSA. This is mandatory for any college student. This is mandatory, right? This is mandatory. Second, I'm telling you, linear data structure. Know its applications, its example, real life examples, its implementation. Operating system, basics of operating systems, like what are types of operating systems we have, process, program, thread, scheduling algorithms, database, like asset properties, normalization, joins, and OOPS concept with real life example. You have to prepare this no matter what. Must, must, must. These subjects are enough, and apart from these two projects. And if you want to apply, you can apply from two places. Number one is LinkedIn. Always go first to the LinkedIn, and then try to go to the Naukri.com. But again, Naukri.com is not the one like if you applied, you will directly get the calls. No, there are certain tricks that you need to use. Every day you need to update your profile, so that what is the one of the beauty of Naukri.com is, even if we make a small changes. Let's suppose Shamnuk. If I simply remove K, again attach K, and again I save, it will send a notification to the recruiter. Shamnuk has updated his profile. Then recruiter can come to his profile and check. That is the reason why every day, 8 a.m. in the morning. This is the time when most of the people log in, right? 8 a.m. and or 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Simply make one or two changes. Re-upload your resume once again. Just remove the dot, again add the dot, and simply save the changes. So small changes will send a notification to the recruiter. Again, I have already made a video on this. I have covered everything on my channel, everything. How you can optimize your LinkedIn profile, how to optimize the Naukri profile to get more calls. Even I have made a video on how you can get a referral with proofs. With proofs, I have shown my screenshot on that video. With proofs, I have shown. Clear, Shamno? So what which will do me? Yes, sir. I think okay. I solved the first question, but there the Python compiler has some. Yes, Somnath. I know the compiler always has issue. Because so many people are giving test at same time. So server takes so much time to load and compile. I know this. The TCS test, I have this issue. I know. In our necessary two projects, no. I said at least two projects. One looks good, but I will suggest at least have two projects. Two projects will help you can say, well, I have completed one project, and we can mention one project and say this is my ongoing project, I'm still working on it. How much TSA is not for TCS, Wipro, and other service-based companies? See, I will tell you, Anurag, if you are preparing for service-based companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, Cognizant, so these are all service-based companies, right? Take Mahindra. If you're preparing for these companies, be good in linear data structure, array, searching, sorting, stack, queue, linked list. Implement all these data structures, know the applications, and understand with the concept. Don't by heart it. Don't by heart it. Okay. And about talking about trees in the graph, you don't need to go in coding point of view. Simply understand their terminologies, like what is meant by tree, what is graph, what is node, what is the height of a tree, what is leaf node. So you just learn these terminologies. But talking about test, online test for aptitude and coding round, for coding rounds, I will tell you, array, strings, and mathematic question. This is must. This is must. And when we can expect the result of the rook, I told Your results will be in the range from 15th May till 12th June. So this will be the periods. Now say for digital also the same array, string, and mathematics, but you can slightly a bit harder version of Ninja you can expect. They will never ask you questions on linked list, tree, graph. No, they will never ask. They will never ask questions on these big topics because it takes so much time, and already there are so many people are there who are compiling the code. That is the reason why you can connect with me on LinkedIn as well, so that I can post and tell you the required details whenever you have doubt. There are so many people who messages me, even I respond to each and every single student. And also you can follow my our Instagram page. You will be getting every single interview details, information, and all the stuff. Where I solved 5 test cases of both coding questions, for which I proves it depends upon your aptitude score. Now then, if you solve five test cases of each, whether you will get selected for Ninja, Digital, or Prime. Okay, but I will there are 10 people right now. I will tell you one thing. Don't just prepare for one specific company. Get prepared overall. Get prepared overall. So that if any company comes in, you are ready for the test. You are ready for the interview. Don't say that okay, tomorrow TCS will be coming, so I will study for TCS. And you will 1 month you will not study, and then there will be a notification that there is a test of Infosys. Then again you start study. No, don't do this, because if you have the gap of 1 month, even a 1 week, you will forget everything. Any other questions? Anurag, I hope so. I cleared your doubt. Shamnuk, I cleared your doubt, right? Anyone has doubt? Anyone? Regarding interview preparations, you can ask me anything regarding joining. Talk about the cutoff during your period of previous year batch. So previous year batch, I guess cutoff was send you the connection. Talk about the cutoffs during your period or the previous batch. See, already the point was, cutoff was I guess 74 or 80, I guess. I don't remember exact now, because during that time I was not aware about this thing, and I haven't made video on this as well. But I guess 75 or 80 something was there. One of my friend was telling. Any other? Anyone has doubt? So regarding joining, I guess everyone is clear now, right? Is there anyone who needs interview guidance or preparation guidance or anything? Somnath, Sairam, Pro. Will the interviewer go in depth about my project? No, Nasib. See, that is the reason why the interviewer should not go in depth asking questions on regarding your project. That is the reason why there is one trick you need to use while explaining your project. I will tell you. So whenever the interviewer asks you about project, don't tell directly about your project. My project is this. You solve the problem. I did this and technology was this. No. When you explain this way, what will happen? People will ask the questions in depth. In order to avoid this, always use these 4 to 5 points while explaining your project. And the sequence which I am telling you now, that sequence must be in same way. First, tell what is your project, then what problem you solved, then how you solve the problem, which technology you use to solve the problem, and fifth, this should be compulsory the last point. That is what was your role. If you tell your role at last, you will get the questions only on your role. Now let's suppose you are not comfortable in backend, you are only comfortable in front end. Tell your role was as a front end developer. So you will get questions only on the front end. Clear, Nasib? And even I have given a detailed video on this as well. In detail, even I took one example on this. I solved 10 plus in numerical, aptitude 10 plus in logical, 14 percent and 5 test case of both coding plus mathematics. True, but it totally depends. You solved 10, 10, 14, 7. But how many of them are correct? That is the one thing, right? That is also the one thing that we need to look. Because what have seen is the aptitude of TCS is bit tougher as compared to other companies. This is what I have observed over the period of time. Minimum 10 are correct. Okay, so then it again there might be a people who are more than 10 correct. Who has all the problems. So again, it totally depends upon criteria. No, Shravana, because you know what, TCS has stopped hiring external hiring. Even I am getting the mails for to refer your friend, but the minimum criteria is for 4 years. Even I tried to referring one of my friend, but it didn't get because it is not for fresher or 1 or 2. It's from start from 4 year. See, nowadays hiring is very complicated, because of cost cutting and market competition. And now again, war is going on, so again the budget might get here and there. That is the reason why I'm telling you from your side, prepare very well. If any company comes in, you are ready to cash in. Don't say that I'm only targeting this company, I'm only targeting. Now let's suppose Nasif is there, Troop is there, Shravana is there. Even if you get selected in interview, what if you are not got onboarded? How many years, how many months you will wait for the joining? Rana, because there are some cost cutting taking place in the market. The requirement and the business requirement has dropped. Earlier they wanted 10 people now, but they are only have looking for 5 people. Even in my project, there are so many cost cutting took place. There are so many there are 3 teams used to work. Now all the 3 teams are getting merged as a single team because we want less people. That is the reason why cost cutting is taking place. Depending upon the requirement, the results are getting declared. Again, depending upon the project vacancies, budgets, client budgets, they will decide whether to onboard you or not, and when to onboard you or when to not. That's why I'm telling Rana, right, to pay really well from your side. For any company you are ready to cash in, any company. And see, I'm telling you, all our college students, I'm telling you, this is a fact. Or before you pass out and before you get the last day of your college, have 2 offer letters in your hand. Otherwise, once you get pass out, once your college is over, it will be very difficult for you to find a job. This is my clear statement. Because once you pass out from your college, what company do, they need a current batch students. Let's suppose they want 2025 batch students. Why? They will look for students who pass out in 2024 and 2023. That is the reason why, remember, before you pass out, 2 offer letters in your hand, and whichever the company calls you first to join, go and join it. Don't say that I got this package, so I will wait for this joining. No. What if you haven't got the joining? Am I right, Rana, Shravana, true? Is this correct, whatever I said now? It would be very difficult once you leave your college to get a placement. Yes, that's why I'm telling you, prepare hard. I know, most people say that, oh, this is the last period of my college is left, I will enjoy this period, will never come in my life. But always remember, I will tell you, I have observed this with in my friends, my batchmates. I'm 2022 pass out, but still 80 to 90% people are sitting in home, they still are not having job. I am telling you, if you enjoy your college life so good way, and if you leave the college without getting placed in the company, all the enjoyment will turn into the regret that you haven't studied and you haven't got placed. This will get turned into the regret. But the real fun of enjoying college is you got placed with a good package, and now no one is asking you to come to the college. and now you can go here and there, because no need to worry, you got the main thing you are supposed to get, right, Rana? See, still anyone has any question? Prepare well, prepare well. Make your sir. My projects are on NLP and ML. Do I get a questions on the mathematics? No, Nasib, no. Your questions will be based on what algorithm you used, how you implemented. They will never ask you to explain the mathematical concept. I will tell you which question will be asked. Will I get more questions from database, or will I get a more questions from DBMS, operating system data secure? We cannot predict this. Do you know why? Because this totally depends upon the front person. Now, the person who took my interview was from database section. So what happened? My 57 minutes of interview took place, out of which 40 minutes was only on database. Only on database. 10 to 12 minutes they asked me questions on OPS concept, and one questions on HR questions. So it totally depends upon the front person, from which sector he is coming to take your interview. But Nasib, don't worry, you will not get an in-depth explanation of mathematical concept. They will only ask you which algorithm you use, how you implement it, what you used over here in this way. That is the reason why I told you whatever the 5 points I told you, to explain your projects, use those strategies. That will help you a lot to avoid difficult questions on your project. When is the result? I give yes, Mumbai University Rohan Tade. I gave TCS NQT from 15 March from 13 May. Yes. See, there are still some rounds are left, and we are expecting for the result. Your results will be from 15th May to 12th June, because there are certain rounds and cycles are still left. And again, Rohan, I have already mentioned this earlier. I guess you joined late. That even if some college students get the result, don't say that I haven't got the result, because your result will be based on which period or batch you gave the exam, your phase, and the college alphabet. So these are the things that matters for both result as well as the coding. I clear 7 8 questions correct in aptitude, 8 7 correct questions in logical, 8 7 verbal, and in advanced aptitude okay. And in coding first 1 out of 7, and question 4 out of test cases okay. Uh, Jali Prava. So it again, from data structure point of view, sorry, coding point of view, you are perform a bit less than the required, but again it totally depends upon your aptitude score. You are saying you solved 8 7, but the point is how many of those are correct. So again, these things really matter. Sir, NQT is only way to join as a fresher or another way. Yes, Karan, for TCS, if you want to join TCS, TCS NQT is only one exam we can give. The second option you have, that is TCS Code Vita. So TCS Code Vita is just like TCS NQT. Only a thing is, in TCS Code Vita, you will be getting 5 coding questions. If you solve at least 3 or 4 or 5, you will be getting selected for Ninja Digital Prime, depending upon how many questions you solved. There will be no any aptitude for it. There will be only 5 coding questions. So if we are from other department like EC and we don't did the project in EC related, then what can I do? So I am still okay, but what I can suggest you is that if you're from other background, if you're not from computer science background, what I suggest is get really good in fundamentals. So other branch students like civil, mechanical, ECA, they will not expect much from you in interview. What they can ask is, they can ask simple basics fundamental questions like oops concept, what is meant by a certain simple small things, what is polymorphism. They will ask you what is function, what is pointer, what is recursion. They just want to check how good you are in fundamentals of computers. सर अगर इंटरव्यू और सेमेस्टर सेम टाइम पे हो रहे हो तो रोहन you can talk to your college then, because no doubt, you see, you cannot reschedule your interview. You cannot reschedule your interview, because if you try to schedule your interview, they will not consider you. But would be better to talk to your college, that I will be giving more preference to the interview. And if your college is autonomous, then no need to worry about it. focus more on interview. But first, again, go and inform in your department. Pramod, I left my internship, which gives me a good stipend, but I started doing upskill. I thought like upskill and then work is better for me. What about your thoughts? Okay, music makes. What I suggest is, if you're doing internship now, that is big advantage as a fresher, because internship is treated as your experience as a fresher. And talking about upskills, you know, no matter how good you become in one technology or one sector, there will be always a point which we have left to learn. But upskilling and working on real project are the two different things. Even if I learn Java Spring Boot, I learn data structure really well. That is the one thing, because I learned from the bookish point of view. Even I have implemented or done some project, but that is also some, I read somewhere, I saw somewhere and did. But working on the real life projects, especially in multinational companies, is a different things. So what I will suggest music mix is, okay, now you left the internship, which was giving you good stipend, but that is not the good thing what you did, I will say. But now if you're left, no need to worry. Don't think much of it now. Start upscaling. Upscaling in the sense, first and the foremost thing I will be telling you, please everyone work on your communication skills. Because if you know everything but you are unable to express in front of interviewer, then what is the use of having that much amount of knowledge? Second important thing, stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. There are so many people who wanted to do some big things, AI, ML, but they ask you some basic fundamental questions they are unable to answer. Then what? Learning Python, learning AI, and learning ML doesn't mean that you are a great if you are not clear with your basics. Stick to the basics. Data structures, algorithm, operating system, database, OOPS concept. Having two projects on your resume, and your project should be good. Not to just mention, I made a clone of Amazon, clone of Netflix. These are not called as a project. These are not called as a project. Okay, these are not called your project. You should be implementing real life project. But if you're getting internship, but your internship should be a part of a project, huh? If you're going, they are also training you, they're teaching you Python, they're asking you to pay them so that they will train you. No, these are not called as internship. Just like music mix mentioned that he was getting paid a good payment, it means he was working on some project. Find such internship, that will help you a lot. Clear music mix, thanks to, I hope so I cleared your doubt, music mix. Anyone else, any other doubt? Another doubt. Anyone? Anyone has doubt? That's a great to hear, Pramod. I hope will be better. Yes, thanks, Music Mix. Even you can connect me on LinkedIn. You can ask and send me direct messages anytime. I will you I can for sure I will reply you within 12 hours. Rohan, Sairam, Karan, any doubt? Everyone, okay, that's good to hear, Karan. Please prepare well. If you want, if at least 10 people I can see, at least 5 8 7 people are ready, I can also explain some interview tips as well. Yes, true. Yes. Anyone else? Prepare well for your interviews for all the companies, not just only for one specific companies. Yes, sir. Interview video as like coding. No, Karan, I haven't got your point. Even you can ask me in Hindi if you're comfortable. Sir, one personal question: at which TCS office do you work? I'm in Pune right now, Nasif. It's been 3 years. I'm working in Pune office for innovator role. Just like you have Prime, right? So during our time, we have innovator. Karan, I didn't get your question. You can even ask in Hindi if you're comfortable. Sorry, interview video as like, do you give a coding contest? Yes, true. I give. Let me show you my Leetcode profile. You can check. So this is my lead code profile. What type of coding questions should ask by the interviewer? Coding question interviewer will not ask any tough questions. They will ask questions like, reverse the string, find the total number of operands, check whether the given string or array is palindrome or not. You don't expect. They will not ask you higher or difficult question during interview. I will tell you why. Because you have limited time for interview, 30 to 35 minutes. So they need to ask so much questions, right? So that they can judge you. They cannot ask one coding question, and coding question will take so much time for the explanation. So they will always ask normal questions. Yes, Troop, I just sent my lead code profile. You can check from there. Okay. During interview, can we explain hardware projects other than software projects? Yes, I know, but what I can suggest you is, if you are applying for IT sector companies as a software developer, try to focus more on software development projects. Sir, make video for interview as you make for NQT. Yes, yes, Karan, I will try to make this. I have Karan. I have already made a videos on what are the important subjects needed for Ninja. What are the important subjects we need to make for digital and prime. I already made this video. Not much, Avana, not much. Do we have a code on a laptop or with the pen and paper? Mostly they will ask you the explanation, Nasib, because hardly I have seen they will ask you to share your screen. And even if they ask you to write on paper, you need to show you like this, I guess. During our time, they haven't asked us to write any question. But if they ask you to write SQL queries, they can ask you to write. So they will tell you to paste your SQL query in the chat. So you need to prepare from SQL queries as well. Sure. Okay, Bhaiya, this is my little profile. Any suggestion from your side? Hope I don't get your link. Anyone has doubt other than this? Our interview will be offline mode. Yes, Nasib. Online interviews have stopped now. Offline. That is the reason why always carry the that resume which is you uploaded in next step portal. Have a formal dressing sense. I will suggest wear black pant, trouser, not jeans, and plain white shirt. Okay. Carry your Aadhaar card and the college ID card as well. Sit straight when you are explaining. Your hand should be at chest movement. Once you are done with explaining, keep your both hands on thighs. Same time, try to maintain the eye contact. Every single person sitting in front of you, try to maintain 3 to 4 seconds of eye contact with them. Okay, Nasib? other doubt apart from this? Yes, Karan. I love DSA. DSA is my favorite. Data structure, system design, operating system, oops, database. These are all time my favorite subject. Even still today, at least solve 2 to 3 coding questions so that I can stay in its touch. Thank you, Karan. Any other question? Asif, I hope so. I cleared your doubt. Does English communication have an impact? Yes, exactly, Nasir. That's why I'm telling you, right? That's why I'm telling you. Also, keep an eye on your communication skills as well because you know the answer really well. And if you're unable to express in front of people in the way they are expected, then there is no use. Always use a proper technical words in your answers. Go and ask your seniors. There will be one senior, at least he will be telling you, I answered all the questions, but still I didn't get selected. Why? Because they were not using proper technical words. Their English communication was not good. They also need a clear explanation. How can I judge you? So that is the reason why what I can suggest you speak slow. The slower you speak, the more time you will get to think. The more faster you speak, you will be like because you will have lack of words. And always remember, if you're prepared really well, it means you have content, some content to speak. If you don't have the content to speak, then there is no use. And just like we do in our oral exams, don't do this. If you don't know the answer, don't try to say anything. Don't try to say anything. No, true. As a freshers, you don't need a system design right now. Until unless you don't get experience of 3 years, don't think of system design because system design is one of the hardest subject. What personally I think than data structures. Because in 1 hour you need to design a whole system that can be used by 1 million or billion people. Which language is a master of data structure, CPP or Java? Current language doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter. Current, I will simple ask you the question. What is important? In which language you are speaking, that is important, or what you are speaking, that is important. Of course, what we are speaking, that is important. That is the reason why data structure is more important. Which language you are using, it doesn't matter. But I will suggest use that language which is object oriented programming. So you can use either Java or C++. For me, I use C++ for 5 years, and now it's been 7 8 months I shifted to the Java in terms of DS. So language doesn't matter, Karan. But again, you should be having the clean code. If you want you video how we should write a proper code, clean code, maintainable code, I can also have a session on this. Thanks, Nasir. On what technology do you work in TCS? As a Java developer, Spring Boot, Nasir. Nasif, I hope so I cleared your doubt regarding English communications. Rana, I hope so your doubt is also got clear. Yes, Nasif. Any other doubt anyone has? रिजल्ट कब आएगा संकेत? In the range of 15 to 12 June. And again, Sanket, it totally depends upon your phase, batch, and the region as well. Yes, anyone has any doubt? Apart from this, today we discussed so many good things. Last time there were no such response. Karan, Roop, Nasif, Sanket, any doubt? Any doubt you can ask regarding preparations, technology. Still, we can have 10 minutes, so we can discuss so many things. मेरे रिज्यूमे में डेटा एनालिसिस बेस्ड प्रोजेक्ट है कैसे प्रिपेयर करूँ फॉर डेटा एनालिसिस second from data analysis you don't need to prepare much but because they will not ask you much questions on data analysis they will first of all see as a fresher what does interviewer looks in you what does the interviewer looks in you one thing are you be clear with the basics why because they want the people such people who can get trained in less amount of time they will not give you training for 6 months 4 months they will give only 2 weeks 2 weeks you have to be good in it they will see let's suppose let's suppose Sanket or Karan, if when you got the project and you got the Java technology, they will tell you you got 2 weeks, 1 week, go and study Java Spring Boot. You have to study Java, you have to just study Spring Boot. And don't expect they will be the colleagues who will help you just like our college friends. No. See, if I'm your colleague, will I help you or should I do my work? Of course, first of all, I will be doing my work, right? That's the reason why we need to learn quickly. I won't think so. Tomorrow there will be results because the exam period cycle was from 12th March to 15th May, right? And Sanket, from data analysis point of view, study the basics of your projects, how the data analysis you took, what you are using to analyze the data. Is there any other way to analyze the data? What, which technology you use to analyze the data? How you analyzed it? How, what was your outcome? That way. सर गेट आपने सेल्फ स्टडी से किया था और एनी क्वेश्चन यस करण आई डिड सेल्फ स्टडी आई रेड ऑल द स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स एंड आई सॉ all the previous questions I got AIR 1009 15th May to Sanket I hope so I cleared your doubt yes but prepare from now only huh? Don't just prepare for one TCS interview what I'm telling you prepare for all the companies even if you get selected in one company study until unless you don't get a two offer letter study and whichever company gives you early joining go and join that company first because nowadays people are getting placed but onboarding is the biggest issue. Then whichever the one company gives you early joining you can join that. Since you do not do higher studies, how grade score help you? Now, see, grade score is valid for 3 years. Okay, I gave in 2023, so my gate result will be valid in 2026. So even if I plan to go for higher studies, I can go. Actually, in my family, financial support was most important because there were certain loans I took that I need to get cleared first. Because if again I go for higher studies, again I need to take a loan for higher education, and there will be loan of engineering as well. That's why I decided let first clear the main burden that is of loan and then go for the higher education. True, then if you're getting a startup, then always suggest don't look for MNC. If you're getting mid-scale startup, go and work. I know in startup, this less salary will be there and workload will be there. But the person who survives in a startup for 1.5 years, that person can survive anywhere in the IT sector. Why? Because if you're working in a startup, you will be working on everything. You will be the one who will be coding. You will be the one who will be deploying. You will be the one who have to test your own code. But in MNC, you have to work only what they are telling. So what you are going to learn at the initial stage of your life, startups are the best. Mid-scale startups. If they are PHP, then it's better to start also looking for other companies as well, because I don't think so that nowadays PHP is getting much used. Go for React, Angular, Node.js, Java, Spring Boot. Yes, Troop, yes. But I see. Troop, you can also do this way. Go and join them. Side by side, keep studying. And once you get other company, leave that company and go and join that company. Yes, Troop. You can also do the go and join that low startup, whichever is giving you the good package. And say at same time start studying and look for other companies. Once you get other companies, leave the startup and join that company. What about Django, sir? How do yes, nothing but the Django will not help you much in companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, because these are the companies which are more focused towards banking projects. And in banking projects, Java is used widely. Yes, Troop, let me tell you one thing, okay? Once you graduated from college, you cannot say that you don't have time for. Of course, you will not get a time because 9 hours will be of your projects, sorry, of your office work. I know you will not feel like to do anything once you come out of office. And even on Saturday, Sunday, most of the students sleep or roam here and there. Then how you will upgrade your skill? When you will find a time for yourself for upgrading? Doing just office work, mastering the office work doesn't mean that you are great, because there are so many things outside of your office work. So always that is the reason why true. Still today I'm doing DSA. See, SQL, DSA, these are problem solving subject, right? The more you solve more questions, the more patterns will be in your brain and you will try to relate somewhere else. That about aptitude, DSA, SQL, these are problem solving subject. You cannot tell, you cannot say, I will sit for today, I will sit for 1 week and I will master this. No, these are problem solving subject. If someone needs 500 problems to get more familiar with it. Someone needs 1,000, someone needs 100. It totally depends upon each other thinking abilities. Clear troops? That is the reason why still today I'm solving data structure problems so that I don't forget the patterns. Joins. Joins, difference between primary key, candidate key, unique key, these are the most important. Aggregate functions. Clear proof? Thank you, Karan. Bhaiya, I qualified first round of TCS Code Vita and the second I got out. No worries, troops. See, I will tell you one mantra. Don't think about result. Even if let's suppose there is a TCS exam. You give the TCS exam. Now stop thinking about it. Will I get selected? Will I get a chance to interview? No. Whatever the things are under your hand, only focus on it. What is one thing in our hand? Preparation. If you prepared well, everything will be a fine. Everything will be a fine. Because if you give the TCS test and still you are thinking, will I get selected or not? Will I get interview call? Then how can you focus on the next upcoming companies? There are so many companies, right? Always remember, as a fresher, don't think about the companies. As a fresher, think one thing: how can I remove the tag of freshers from my name? I need one thing. I need a job where I can work so that I can at least get experience. Once you get enough experience, you will be getting any package you want. You will be getting any exposure you want. But as a fresher, you can't expect this. That is the reason why, if you give the test, okay, I gave the test, I gave my best. Now forget it. Start focusing on the next company. Start focusing on the next companies. Now, I will study for that company. I gave the test. Okay, forget about that. Okay, I gave my best. Okay, now go to the next. Go to the next. Don't just waste your time thinking what I should have done that. मैंने ये करना चाहिए था अरे वो होना चाहिए था. No, not necessary. Nothing is going to change now. Dikshita, you will get one day before your exam. Thanks to anyone. Anyone has any doubt? So get a habit of learning things quickly. Get a habit of not thinking much about those things which are not under our control. We do a lot of overthinking. Of course, I know we're at college level. Even I used to overthink. Even I used to overthink. Even I was to think a lot of other things. But as you grow, as you grow, you will realize अरे what are अरे क्या चीज़ थे यार मैं जिसके लिए इतना पागल था. You will realize. So as you grow older, you will realize so many things. You will realize the importance of your privacy. You will realize the importance of things letting go. अरे जा मुझे कुछ नहीं मुझे बस I need some space. Today everyone is working hard to get a job. And once you get a job, once you come to the company, everyone will work hard to get a free time so that you can spend time with your families. You can go on a trip with your friends. Tomorrow, everyone will be having money, but no one will be having near you to plan the trips. So enjoy, go with the flow, don't think much, but at the same time, just remember the target and the purpose. Before you graduate, I need two offer letters in my hand. Enjoy the college life. This is the best phase of our life. Nasif, Proof, Karan, Dikshita, any doubt? वह वही वाली लाइन याद आ गई मिले जाए तो मिठी ना मिले तो सोना एग्जैक्टली ट्रू seriously speaking seriously speaking today see it's been 3 years I'm working in TCS. I don't have enough workload. I'm getting enough pay in double figures, but still it's been 5 months I haven't went to my hometown. Remember, imagine 5 months. We are having everything right now. During college time, we used to say, "Arey yaar, I want salary, good salary. I want this company, that company." Now you got everything, but you don't have space. That is the reason why I'm telling you. As you grow older, you start giving more importance to the space, emptiness. Family will become more important. And today, you will be having so many friends, but as you grow older, only the real one will stay. Everyone will get busy in their work. How many times will there be an internal exam held to upgrade up? Nasib, you can give every year. Your test happens every 6 months. In a year, two tests will happen. So don't just say that I got selected for Ninja. I don't want to join packages. This no, go and join. Give the exam. You can upgrade your profile. Clear, Nasib? Last this NQT exam was on 21st April till now no update. Last Dixit, the last was there, right? So this time the pattern has been changed depending upon the batch and the phase in which you are giving or the cycle in which you are giving the exam. Thanks, Drew. Thanks. If no one has doubt, we can wrap up the call session today's. Dixita TCS is not the only company, right? There are so many companies. That's what I told. Don't just prepare for one companies. Prepare overall so that you can give attend test, give interview for any companies. Any companies. Why last hope? It means you haven't prepared well. It means you haven't prepared well. There are so many students I know who are not at all prepared, but they say that I want to get placed. I want to clear that interview. Are you're not prepared. How can you clear the interview? Ask yourself, are you good with your basic fundamentals? Are you good with the DSA? Do you have two projects on your resume? If you have, are you good with that knowledge? Are you able to solve the problem which is given to you? If no, it means you are not ready for the job. Then how can you say that you are a market ready person? Always remember, you are not the only person who is fighting for that chair. Whole India is fighting, and we are not the only one who are smart enough. There will be always the smartest person. Keep grinding. I have solved 550 problems on Leetcode. So should I say that I have mastered DSA? No, no. There will be some people who has done more than me, have more knowledge than me. That's the reason why every day I'm solving two problems. Why do I need DSA now? 3 years. I can switch based on my experience now. But still, why? To be good in problem solving. Any doubt? Hey man, any other doubt apart from this? Is there any plan to switch your current company? Yes, Nasib. Current time ongoing interview of one company. I already gave first round of this. So let's see what happens. Earlier, I used to think a lot about switch, but nowadays, what I decided is go with the flow. I will get prepared from my side. Let the other things take care of itself. Anyone? Any other doubt apart from this? Okay, if everyone is clear with this, if you don't mind, do we get the name of the company? It would be better if I first clear it. Otherwise, if I don't get selected, then that will be a different fun. Even I haven't told to my friends first because last time I told and I didn't get selected. फिर मजाक बन जाता है ना. Anyone has doubt? All good. Dikshita, I sent you. I have already uploaded my LinkedIn profile. We can connect with there. Thanks, Nasir. The doubt. If no one has doubt, if everyone has cleared, then we are good to wrap up the session. I hope so. I cleared your all the doubts. TCS. Thank you. Meet you in TCS. I'm sure. Yes, Dikshita. You can connect me on LinkedIn as well. If you have any query, you can ask me over there. I hope so. I cleared everyone's doubt. Keep studying and be prepared real well for all the companies, not just for own single company. Then see you. Good night. Bye bye. All the best, everyone.